And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And guys, today is like part 2 of my November physical media haul video. Yesterday I did the Black Friday stuff that I got in. Showed you a new player. If you didn't check that video out, look for the card at the end of this one. And you can go back and look at all the cool Black Friday stuff I got. Well, today's video is pretty much going to be most of the mainstream stuff that I got this month. You know, boutique labels, different things like that. With the exception of some stuff I saved for a third video, which is going to be a big animal attack haul video. And then what I picked up from Scream Factory. All those will be in the next video. So yeah, trying to get through these this physical media haul. I should have done more more videos, but oh well. So let's just go ahead and dive into it. We'll take a look at something cool right off the bat, and that is the Fugitive. And let me go ahead and take the J card off. And there we go, the Fugitive Steelbook, 4K Steelbook. And there's the front again. Opening it up. Now the cool part about this one is not only do you get the 4K, but you do get the Blu-ray in there as well. I know if you buy the slipcover edition, you only get the 4K, but here you're getting the Blu-ray as well. And this was a phenomenal looking movie. It sounded really good too. It sounded way better than I remember. This movie had a lot of cool stuff going on. Different sirens and street sounds. The waterfall scene, or not the waterfall, but the dam scene is really cool. And then, of course, the train when it hits the bus is also another scene that sounded just completely awesome. So the sound was really great in this. The picture quality was amazing. This one was really one of the best all-around transfers and of the year. And what a great movie too. I mean, just a fantastic movie. So I don't know, let me know. I'm sure a lot of people have picked up the Fugitive. Did you get the Steelbook, or did you just get the slipcover edition? I know the Steelbook, it's a UK Steelbook, so a little bit harder to come by. Speaking of UK titles, I picked this one up, and I wanted to point this one out because here is a big giant endorsement for being region free. Alright, I picked up the Short Circuit 2 Chunky box set from 88 Films. Now this does have a little J card on there held on by stickers. And when you take it off, all you get is really cool. It's a new artwork on there. Now this release came out a few years ago. This release came out in 2021 from 88 Films, but it's completely awesome. And the only reason why I wanted to point this one out is because Sony just put out part 2 on Blu-ray, but that's all you get is the Blu-ray with no slipcover, and it's going for like $26. This one right here on Orbit DVD, the website, go check it out. $31 for this set, and you get so much more. First of all, this is a rigid box. You know, hard box, newly commissioned artwork, front, back, all the way around. You get a poster which has got the artwork from the back, but then it's got like this old school poster on here that's really cool. That honestly is worth hanging up. That's a very cool poster. That is included as well. It also comes with this really cool book, which has a ton of pictures in it. It does have like some, you know, small type essay stuff, but for the most part, it's mostly all like production stuff and all kinds of behind the scenes things. Very cool to flip through. One of the better little books, and it's nice and thick too. So that was nice. So you get the poster, you get the booklet, you get the movie, and look at all the features. Like, see this whole paragraph. This is all the special features. I mean, a ton of stuff. I mean, 88 Films they weren't playing around with this one. This is a nice, you know, nice thick case. You get you got the Blu-ray on the side. It does have a reversible cover art as well, so you can reverse that if you want to. And then it comes with these art cards, which are normally pretty lame, but these are pretty cool. All these art cards are like old or different versions of the movie poster. And stuff. So very, very cool. You get several of those, and so that's a lot of stuff. I mean, you get that Blu-ray from Sony. Yeah, you're getting a nice little, you know, some decent special features. Almost all the ones that are on here, by the way. Nothing really new as far as I could see. And probably the same transfer, to be honest with you. And this one here, you're getting all that commissioned artwork. The art cards, the rigid box, the poster, all that good stuff in the chunky box set that of course everybody loves, and it's only a few bucks more than that Sony Blu-ray with no slipcover. So get on over to Orbit DVD and pick yourself up that set. That is the set to get. Alright, we can play catch up with these next few, I think. Talk to me. Everyone has picked this one up. This one, you know, was the A24 movie. It was a big, you know, smash hit. Didn't get any special hands or anything like that. Wasn't involved in the movie that way. Just the regular slipcover was good enough for me. And Prey, I ended up getting the slipcover. Kind of jumped the gun when those Steelbooks sold out. Although I wasn't particularly thrilled about paying $40 for a Steelbook, so I just picked up the slipcover. And this was a fantastic movie. Thank goodness that, you know, it came out on physical. I did have that bootleg, but now that is unnecessary. Got the nice, you know, 4K of it. Now this next one is a great one as well, and that is Rudy, the 4K Steelbook. I just love this movie. As far as the transfer goes, I guess it was fine. You know, I did watch one review video talking about it, but when I watched the movie, I mean, I didn't necessarily see anything too special. It did, you know, it felt warmer. Like the tones were a little warmer. It definitely had like more filmic look to it. You know, because it was a little bit darker, and like I said, it did feel like warmer tones to it. Like, I don't know, everything, it's kind of like on the Steelbook. You know, that sort of like, you know, the sun setting kind of deal. A lot of the movie felt a lot like that, but, you know, this isn't a sports movie, by the way. I mean, you know, if you think this is like a sports movie, it really kind of isn't. he doesn't even get on the field until like an hour and 15 minutes into the movie. This is just a movie about, never giving up on your dreams, perseverance, working hard for something that just happens to involve a football team, Love this movie. I love it so much. Saw that one in theaters when it originally came out. And I just remember how many guys were in that movie. I saw it with my brother, and I think both of us were kind of like tearing up. And I know there was a bunch of other dudes in that movie theater who went and saw it. And, there was a lot of the, I'm not crying, you're crying. A lot of that going on. Yeah, it was a good movie. Well, another movie with tons of nostalgic overload is The Muppets Take Manhattan. And, Kermit and the gang going to New York. The price on this one just was not coming down. I waited a little bit trying to get it at a cheaper price. It wasn't going down. I didn't want to miss out on getting the slipcover, getting the movie, so I just went ahead and ended up paying full price for this one. But this is a great one. That is one of my favorites. Had to get that one in the collection. Next we got a Kino Lorber movie. We got The Best of Times with Robin Williams and Kurt Russell. This is a football movie. It's another one of those movies, kind of like Rudy, where it's really got a bunch of other things involved in this one. Not to the point of Rudy, though. This one does have a little more football in it. But, it's all about these guys have went on. They're now grown. They're no longer in high school. But especially Robin Williams always, laments about missing, he dropped the pass. Kurt Russell was the quarterback. Robin Williams ran out to catch the ball. He wasn't like a star receiver or anything. He just happened to be open, and he drops the ball, and it's kind of haunted him throughout his adult life, even though he's, become married and decently successful and stuff. And so he gets the idea to replay the game. So he sets a lot of things in motion, trying to get the game replayed. And it's all about, the setup, and then when they actually get into the game and what all happens, what all goes on. It's a good movie. It's a comedy. It's a multi-layered movie, I'm gonna say, because it's definitely got comedic moments, but I wouldn't just call it a comedy. It's got some life lessons in there too. But and it is a bit more of a sports movie than say Rudy, but it's good. It's a good one. Next, I picked up The Meg. Just got the slipcover on this one. Well, it's part 2, The Trench. And yeah, this one it's a fun little action movie. But, everyone says it needed more shark. It did need more shark. They did kind of get away from what made the first one so much fun and made it such a good animal attack movie. This one was just an action movie. There was lots of gun fights and bad guys holding everybody hostage. And really the Meg shark plays such a minor character in this movie. And then they went and added other things, these bugs and dinosaurs and different things, and I don't know. It sounds like I don't like the movie. It was okay, it just wasn't nearly as good as the first one. And if they end up doing more, because I know these are super popular overseas, I hope they get back to making it more of an animal attacks movie. Instead of having all the human enemies. Next, I picked up the Steelbook for Bone Tomahawk. This is a RLJE Steelbook, that came out. This is a good Western which has a lot of horror elements to it. It's definitely got some gruesome stuff in there. Very good cast, very good movie. And, you know, it's one that a lot of people talk about. Great price on this one. And worth picking up for just the steelbook, or if you don't have the movie. This next one is a UK release that Orbit DVD made available. And so when I saw it, I had to pick it up. Because I really did enjoy this one. And this was the sequel to Vampires. Los Mortos. And of course this one starred Bon Jovi. And, you know, you had, you know, a really good cast in there. No one super famous except for, you know, Eddie Winslow there. You know, you'd recognize him from, like, Family Matters and stuff. But, yeah, I almost liked it better than the original. I thought it was a really good vampire story. And, you know, if you got a region-free player, you could jump over to Orbit and pick up one of these. It was a pretty good price on it. And glad to have that one in the collection. I don't think it's got a Blu-ray here in the States. And so up next I got Mom and Dad. This is a recommendation from Brad over at 4K Tent Revival. And this is a little fun little, you know, horror, comedy, action flick with Nicolas Cage, Selma Blair, where they play these parents that, you know, all of a sudden this thing happens where, like, all the parents are, like, turning against their kids and, you know, trying to take out their kids. And so now their kids are, like, you know, trying to avoid crazy Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair. And that one is one that I haven't checked out just yet, but it sounds freaking awesome. I had to pick it up. And I'm going to be checking that one out real soon. I'm looking forward to that one. And I'm also going to be giving one of those away because I accidentally picked up two. Yeah, I think I maybe added it to my cart twice over a period of a few days. So whenever I went and ordered it, I ended up picking it up twice. It was a fairly cheap movie. I'm thinking about doing like some kind of a stream later on in the month, some sort of like Christmas appreciation type stream, and I'm going to be giving away a few things. So that's one of the things that probably I'll be giving away, I think, because it's a fairly, you know, cheap Blu-ray. I don't think it would resell for much, so might as well give it away to someone, especially if it's as cool as I think it's going to be. Next we got Cujo. Not sure if I showed this one off. A lot of people picked this one up. But yeah, Cujo on 4K from Kino Lorber. I'm sure it looks great. Mother's Day is another one that I grabbed, and that one is a Vinegar Syndrome title. This one used to be put out by Troma. And I do remember watching it way back in the day. And it's on 4K, by the way. And this one was really cool. It's about these group of, you know, deranged guys. They end up like picking up some girls that were out like partying, having a good time, and they take them back to Mother to sort of torture them and things like that. But you know, they try to fight back, especially the one girl there, and you know, haven't seen it in a long time, so I definitely have to revisit that one. But I remember that one being a fun one. Had to pick that one up. So the next one I picked up, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the custom slip I made for it, and that is Surviving the Game. Thought that was a really cool slip cover I made for it. And this one is a Shout Factory title. And there's the way you get it when you order it. Goes for about 25 bucks now. And it's a really good action flick with a really good cast. I mean, Ice-T, Rutger Hauer, Charles Dutton, you know, Gary Busey's in there. And Ice-T is the guy that's on the run. He's the you know, the human target. You know, the world's most dangerous game type scenario, the Hunger Games, whatever. You know, all these guys are after him, and it's just one of those fight for survival type movies, like, you know, The Hunt or all those others. And yeah, you can check out that custom slipcover that I made for that one. I'll have that one up in the store. Probably by the time this video comes out, it should be up at my eBay store if you want to look into purchasing that slipcover. Next, I got It Lives Inside, and I'm actually going to be making a slipcover for this one too. I've got it made, or I've got it designed, I just hadn't printed it out just yet. But it should be a really cool slipcover. And so if you're interested in that, you know, that'll be available. I don't know a lot about this movie. It was kind of a blind buy, but it was getting lots of praise, a lot of people talking about it, so it was one that I wanted to check out. Another one here that I got that a lot of people make fun of, I figure. I did watch this one when it was on cable. You know, this one came out on like USA Channel or Sci-Fi Channel. Probably both. You know, they tend to do that and put those on both channels sometimes. That's Bring It On, Cheer or Die. It's just a real low budget kind of horror movie that makes a play for the, you know, Bring It On franchise. It was a cool idea, and the girls definitely look great. But it wasn't the best horror movie out there. But I thought it might be a little bit popular, so it didn't have a slipcover, so I made one for it. I'll also have that up in the store shortly. I've got that one designed as well. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted it to scan the back and stuff. But next we got a couple of Christmas movies here to talk about. I've got Scrooged on 4K. Have not watched it yet, so I don't know how the transfer is or anything. I'm sure it's probably pretty good. Definitely a movie that you think it would be a really good transfer. I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much. Let me know down below if you've watched it yet. I really don't get into watching the Christmas movies until really after Thanksgiving, so it's about time I could start watching them. The other one that I consider sort of a Christmas movie is Trading Spaces, or Trading Places, not Spaces. It's a different show. But yeah, this was you know, a really great comedy. Honestly, you could watch it any time, but it does kind of remind me of being like sort of a Christmas movie in a way. Or at least, you know, it's one of those that you can debate on. But it definitely happens around Christmas time. And it's super great with, you know, Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. And then, let's see, what else we got? We got two more titles here. American Graffiti on 4K. Now, this one got bashed. A lot of people were talking about the DNR in this and how bad it looked and this and that and the other. I thought it looked pretty good. You know, it looked good in a way that, you know, this is an old movie. This is an old movie. It was made on a budget. They didn't have a lot of stuff going on. They used a lot of lights to try to light the scenes up in unconventional ways. They talk about it in the special features a little bit. And I just really got sucked into the story. And for the most part, honestly, because of the way that this movie was lighted and shot, I didn't really mind a lot of the, you know, the DNR stuff that was going on. It just didn't bother me. You know, like, I mean, people point it out and stuff like that, and yeah, you can kind of tell it's there and whatnot if you really look for it. But I think you have to be sitting there kind of critiquing it and stuff. If you just enjoy the movie, you're just going to enjoy the movie. And that's what I did. And I really like the movie. I think it's a great movie. A huge cast in this one. And some pretty cool special features. Had a really good time with that one. And the last but not least is Vigilante from Blue Underground with the lenticular cover. Picked it up used from Orbit Video or Orbit DVD. Still in really great shape. Love that lenticular cover. That's hard to come by. And, you know, it's Blue Underground, 4K. Robert Forster, Fred Williamson. You know, excellent movie. And had been wanting to get that one in the collection. I wanted that slipcover. And so when I saw that it was available, I had to pick that one up. And guys, that is going to do it for today's haul video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Be on the lookout for one that's coming up here in the next day or so. It's got some Animal Attack stuff. It's got my Scream Factory stuff from October during that Shocktober event. And yeah, some really cool stuff in that one. So be on the lookout for that. So I will see you guys on the next one.